08 with Cecilio Ramirez and Kyle Luters. And now, here's Cecilio Ramirez and Kyle Luters.
And welcome back to our CUInternetTV studio. I'm Cecilio Ramirez, and I'm accompanied by political analyst as well as my co-host, Kyle Luters. Obama is still leading the Electoral College votes. He's up by 220, and McCain only has 135. Tell me a little bit about what's going on the map, Kyle.
Yeah, Cecilio. Obama just won Virginia. Very close state, very much of a toss-up state. McCain and Palin spent a lot of time there just like they had Pennsylvania. And that was one of those key swing states that we've been talking about, Cecilio. Yeah. Since we've been at break, McCain has pulled ahead and won Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. And pretty much we're just waiting now on the western states, like you said, Cecilio. 220 to 135, and I think it's pretty much safe to say if Obama wins California, he's at 274 because California has about 54 electoral votes, somewhere around there, but it's safe to say he wins California, and right now I do not have any precincts reporting. The polls must not be closed out in California yet, but I think as soon as Obama wins California, and he's been predicted to win California ever since this election started, I think it's going to be over for McCain and Palin.
Okay, what if McCain just comes out and comes the winner of California? He's back in the race, am I right?
He's definitely back in the race. At 135, you add 54 onto that, you'd have 189 votes. He's right back in the thick of this thing.
That's a close race.
And that takes a huge chunk out of Barack Obama's electoral vote, because with California, he wins. You take that away, he's going to have to fight a little bit more. Then I think Florida really becomes important for both candidates, because Florida's got about 222 electoral votes, and that's a key state to win. Right now, you know, as far as our seats go and everything like that, let me pull this up right here. Looks like in the Senate we have the Democrats have 54 seats. They're almost working to that 60, filibuster level.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, that's enough about that for a while. We have Jory Palmer out there in the field reporting live from the election party. Jory, how's it going?
Kyle, I'm live at the Best Western Hotel where a watch party for Keith Irwin is taking place. Irwin is running for state senate against Don Barrington. Barrington is currently unavailable for comment. We're hoping to get an interview with Irwin. I'm here with Keith Irwin and his children, Molly and Joseph. We're going to ask him a few questions about the campaign. What does family first mean to you?
It starts right here, Joseph and Molly. We've got to do what's best for our children, and for me that means taking care of education. That means public education. We've got to make sure that our kids in Southwest Oklahoma get the best education they can possibly get.
How do you feel your campaign panned out?
We've done really, really well. I think this is probably the biggest campaign Southwest Oklahoma has ever seen, both my campaign and my opponents. There's been a lot of money involved, but there's been so much work. I mean, this has been really an amazing experience for my kids, maybe a negative experience for them, but certainly my wife and I and all of our volunteers, which you see here tonight, a lot of work goes into a campaign this broad. It's not unlike a congressional seat race. It's such a very large district, and we felt good about it.
Is there anything you would like to say specifically to Cameron students?
We have got to broaden not only everyone needs access to a college education that wants. OLAP should be broadened. We should expand the criteria for OLAP, and we should make sure that more families can take access to college education, and that's not happening right now, and I'll support that.
If elected, what is the first issue you plan to address?
Public education, including our public universities. We have got to grow from 48th in the nation, 48th in per pupil spending in Oklahoma. That's not what we spend, it's what we budget. We've got to do something about the priorities that we have at our state capitol, and I believe priorities should be public education, not vouchers in private schools.
Well, thank you so much.
Sure.
I think currently this election is really too close to call, but we're going to have more live coverage for you throughout the night. For CUInternetTV News, I'm Jory Palmer.
And what seemed was going to be a very long night has actually gone by rather quickly. As we told you earlier, there has been a watch party going on campus, Student Activities Building, put on by the Criminal Law Club. Jacob Russell and Brooke Whiteley were in the Student Activities Building to catch all the action. We'll now take their package. Okay, and I guess we don't have a package. Let's go back to what we were talking about. It seems like Obama's definitely taking a lead in the votes. Seems like we're going to call it early tonight.
It does sound like we're gonna call it maybe a little bit early tonight, Cecilio. I'm waiting to get the official word here. We're also waiting for our election local results to come in, as well as our state results. Those should be coming in any moment. But Cecilia, it's getting exciting now.
Definitely.
This is what we live for.
I guess it's time to take a look at Dr. Walton's prediction. You announced earlier. You want to wait a little bit longer?
I want to wait to bring Dr. Walton back just one more time. He seems to be the magic man when it comes to election night coverage. And I think that package is ready, Cecilio. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, all right. Well, let's take Jacob Russell and Brooke Whiteley as they were in student activities.
The party was open for students from all parties. The majority of the representation tonight has been in support for Democratic candidate Senator Barack Obama. Brooke Whiteley had the chance to catch up with a Cameron student to find out why Senator Barack Obama seemed to be the stronger choice of the two candidates.
I'm here with Cameron senior Tanya Swain. Tanya, how do you feel about tonight?
I'm really excited. I want to see the outcome. I'm just enthusiastic.
And what are you registered as?
I'm an independent.
And who do you feel will bring the best to the White House?
I think Barack Obama will. I think that he has some plan that really will bring us to the...
We all know Cameron University is home to a diverse student body. Jacob Russell caught up with international student Bir Vidal to get his take on the presidential election.
I'm going to ask if you had a chance to mention or to talk to any of your family, see how they feel about the state of the United States and our economy, and who they might be pulling for as kind of an outside looking in on what presidents they want pulled into the White House.
It's kind of scary when you think about it, because right now the dollar is shooting up and everything, it's getting kind of crazy in the whole economic crisis. We are trying, well, we think more about Obama because he is a change that's going to bring to the United States, because the Republicans have been here for 8 years, and we just think that a change is going to bring something better to the country and to the world.
Cameron's Law and Politics Club is hosting the Election Night Watch Party. Students are having a great time eating pizza and keeping up with the presidential election. So come on out to the Student Activities Building and watch history being made. For CUTV, I'm Brooke Whiteley.
And Dr. Walton, welcome back up here. Been a great night so far. We've had a lot of great returns and everything come through. Let's talk about Oklahoma here a little bit. McCain, a far and beyond, wins this state. Let's talk a little bit about 7 electoral votes.
Yeah, as we said, 7 electoral votes. Oklahoma has not gone for a Democrat since Johnson. Not a big surprise here. McCain wins with 67% of the vote. Again, not a big surprise whatsoever.
Okay, now that we're done talking about Oklahoma, let's go and talk about Ohio. Yes, we are. Let's just talk about Ohio. Our plasma's not working right now. Ohio, very big of a swing state. How many electoral votes are we talking here, Dr. Walt?
Well, I believe there's 20. Here we go, 20 electoral votes. Popular vote at the last time we checked was 52% to 46 for McCain. Again, this is a must-win state for John McCain if he has a shot at this. But at this time, it looks as though Barack Obama may win Ohio. Again, a very difficult situation if you're in the John McCain camp.
Okay, and let's take a look at our huge election view of the United States here. We'll get that punched up, and we're going to do one final analysis with you, Dr. Walton, because I am hearing that we are getting ready to call this election